Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. This evening we are talking about food and the struggle so many people are having with food. Naomi sent me a link to a video which I will put in the description below so you can see exactly what I watched. And it was from Scotland, it was from Lothian, Broxburn, Bathgate area, and they were speaking to a place called The Larder, where they send out meals, where they have people in for cheap meals. Also Echo Kids or Kids Echo, which was a second-hand clothing and toy store for kids, but they've now started a food pantry. And things have changed there quite considerably over the last year or so, certainly over the last 2-3 years. But the last year or so, what's happened is at the start of this cost of living crisis, people have found these places to help them when they're struggling for something to eat, when they're struggling to put food on the table. And these places have helped. They've provided food, they've provided food at reduced costs. As the Larder said, it's food with dignity. And unfortunately, as the price of food has increased, so has the demand for their services. But it's a vicious circle, because what's happening is people who previously were probably able to donate food to these community food places, some of these people are now coming in to use them. So their donations have gone down considerably, and the requests for help have increased significantly. And for some of them, there was one lady had said, she said, I don't know if we'll be able to keep going because the cost of food has increased so much that they're not able to provide what they were able to provide before. Now, that's quite a worrying trend. And as the lady said, you'll hear her say, it was people who previously thought they were quite wealthy. After COVID and the cost of living crisis, they're really struggling now. And I think, in all honesty, that's something that I had forgotten about. Because I managed and I was looking at how to build my preps and how to, spend to save and stock up my freezer and how I was managing, I completely forgot. I took my eye off the ball and forgot how much other people were struggling. People that I don't see because I literally get up, go to work, come back. I'm not particularly out and about. And there's so many of us like that now that we don't actually see the problems. And I know that with the channels Making a Difference donations, we do get to see some of the help that's out, but we don't actually sit down and speak to people as to whether their demand for services is increased, how their income for donations is decreased. We've never had that in-depth a conversation with them. Basically because I don't want it to be that's what the video is about. I don't want it to be this, oh, look at us giving money to the poor people. That's not what this is about. This is about trying to help people who are the same as us and have just found it difficult. So we've never really gone into detail with any of the places that we've donated to. And I think I've maybe dropped the ball on that because we're actually missing what's happening. I've been in my wee cocoon here. So I'm not quite sure what to do about it. Obviously, I want to speak to people. I will ask my friends who help with charities, etc. I think I might have to go to Tesco's and just do a food bank donation. I know I'm not speaking to Tesco's, but they've got the basket for the food bank. And it's so much easier just going and doing a basket or trolley full for the food bank. because we haven't done that for a while, because I haven't found the food bank in Asda yet. So I think I need to go and do that. And basically I'm shocked. I hadn't realised quite how bad it was for so many people. And when it's getting to the point that the places that are set up to help people are starting to struggle to keep going because of the increased costs, then I think that's really worrying. And I think it's something that I should look at, that I should know about. I don't think it's something that I should ignore. So, yeah, that's my kind of shock to the system this evening, is that I had forgotten. I was very good at this when I started the channel with yep, let's do the food bank donations. Let's look at how we save money, how we can keep eating, saving money, etc. And I completely forgot that the food banks came in when COVID and lockdown was there and so many people had lost their jobs. But this cost of living increase has just made it exponentially worse for them. And there's so many more people needing their services now. So, yeah, if you can help, please do. Check out your local community fridges because, as I say, they're struggling. They're struggling to help now. It was a very good thing that happened in lockdown that so many of these community places opened up, but they are struggling now because they've got the increased costs as well. So now we need to look at how we're going to help more. So certainly as a channel, please watch the adverts. Please let us keep donating. And I'm off to go and see what I can do. Catch you later.